Last Christmas, I wrote a holiday story that made the holidays even more fulfilling. And in this video, we will create a Christmas holiday story. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below for more creative content on this channel. So before we get into writing this Christmas holiday story, I want to tell you about what the previous one was about. The one I wrote last year was about a boy who was spending his Christmas holiday somewhere else. It's very unusual since he's not spending time with his family and he has to somehow keep the spirit of Christmas going. This was a short story taking place in a fantasy world. So let's get into outlining. I'm going to use my whiteboard to outline this Christmas story, and of course you can also outline as I go, and if you have any ideas, it's great to write them down. So let's think about the title. So for this holiday story, you want to have some type of holiday vibes in it, and it doesn't have to be all unique and all. It can just be something, a Christmas story, a holiday special, or this story presents blah blah blah. So what my Christmas story title is going to be is called Sleightown. A Christmas story. And what I know about this is it's going to be a short story. And what I know about this story, and what I know about this is it's going to be a short story covering another story that goes over the town of Sleightown. And we'll go from there. So we have our characters coming together. So let's see. So group of characters gathering together, and someone tells a story, and someone tells a Christmas retelling. As you're outlining this Christmas story, you want to ask yourself a couple things, like where you want your story to take place, of course your characters, and you can put that in many details as you want, but for me I'm just putting it down as is how the story is going to go. And this is your Christmas story. I don't think there's a certain formula to go based on in order to write a successful Christmas story. It's your story to tell, and it's whatever you put your mind to. It's actually going to be in a small town. And let's see, what else? So small town. There's this some kind of hero, so I'll say I'll say anti-hero, because the person is not all good but not all bad either. And this anti-hero, of course, has a family, and he owns, let's see, he owns some type of He owns a unpleasant business. Let's just say that. But then a stranger comes to town and disturbs the peace. Now I'm thinking of the main character as this kind of sheriff, which is becoming interesting. And whenever you're outlining, you can start picturing different things about the characters and certain characteristics about them. So, like a minute ago, I said, oh, this person owns an unpleasant business. Oh, maybe I could change that into, like, let's see, what could I change that to? Like, maybe this anti-hero has, because I don't like the business thing anymore. And it's okay to change your mind about things. I'm going to say his presence is, I want to still say unpleasant because you just can't take the person lightly, and yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with. So, let's see. Stranger comes to town and disturbs the peace. Let's see. I'll say something real bad must have happened. So, let's just say, and since we're going to call him the sheriff, so we're going to say the sheriff's daughter gets captured. And that results in him going on a hunt. So he goes on the hunt. Alright. Then what else happens? Like, someone is telling this story to a group of people. Maybe there could be some interruptions, so there are interruptions. Oh, I like this marker. Let's hope it doesn't run out. So, you know how, like, in some stories that, I guess, like, it's usually the children who interrupt their parents or whoever is telling the story. Like, I kind of hate that because it's like kind of like a pause from the main story that's taking place, and I'm like, ugh. So as long as it's not overdone, so I'll say maybe once or twice. So maybe it could occur once or twice. And of course that can come later. Like, you don't have to know every single thing about your story that's going to take place. And as writers, like, things come and go, and sometimes not everything comes to you right then and there, and maybe it'll come later. So maybe later on, those interruptions could come to me. I'll be like, oh, that's what I want the characters to do and all. So back to this hunt. So the sheriff's on the hunt, and let's see. Let's just say he catches the villain. So he catches villain. I usually spell villain wrong. It's the other way around. Hopefully. Correct me in the comments if I spell that word correctly. Let's see. Oh, but there's a catch. Do I know what this catch is? I do not know exactly. There must be some type of exchange. So, pretty much, I know that villain will let the daughter go. This is the sheriff's daughter, by the way. It's funny because maybe the daughter did something, or maybe the sheriff, like, it could be or either him or her. And then if, and the word if is very important. So if, and I don't exactly know the if part, but let's just say, you give me all, no, not all, no, oh, you give me all pardon from my past crimes, I guess. But you have the villain getting upper hand. And now, it's like a kind of chase sequence. But yeah. And then the villain is finally taken down. I wouldn't say arrested. I think I'll say the villain gets punished. A different way. And my reason why is about to be very funny. Because it's the holidays. Alright. So pretty much that is my outline for Sleightown, A Christmas Story. I hope you were able to outline a Christmas story that means something to you, and that maybe you have some ideas that you can use for future stories. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.